Stocks are getting absolutely rocked. They're dropping, but so are the bitter boomers' retirement funds, and they ain't happy about it. We got Steve Leeb, Charlie Gasparino, Liz MacDonald, and Gerri Willis on what will it take, what will they make actually of this massive drop. So essentially we've got Beauty and the Beast, right?
Oh, that's right.
So he's beautiful too.
No.
The inside does count, Steve. The inside does count.
Spider. I mean,
the hair. What do you call that? The hair in your ear. That's cute. No, I'm just joking. I mean, that's a distinctive boomer trait. I have to cut mine once a week.
How about the hair in your nose?
Yeah, well, I should cut that more often.
You notice that's not.
All right, guys, what are we making now? The bitter boomers are getting a little bit angry. I got a tweet first thing this morning. Someone said, "Hey, I'm a retiree. Should I sell?" And they should have saw the stocks they wanted to sell: Disney, Under Armour, Nike. I'm like, "Are you nuts?"
Charles,
but they're getting angry.
Charles, this is the problem. Just let me make this point. You can weigh in. A lot of these millennials are financial advisors now, and they're leading people the wrong way. Like, they need more. Like, you're like me. We're boomers. You know, you're not as bitter. No, you are kind of bitter.
Sometimes it depends on the subject.
But you would tell people don't panic right now. You see, the millennials will tell you because they have no experience, and you know they're just. I don't think they've read enough about financial history. The millennials would say sell everything.
Yes. Let me follow up on what Charlie's saying, because the millennials a lot of them are these certified financial planners, and that's who a boomer will go to get advice. And they may or may not tell people to sell what?
Not a bitter boomer.
No, not a bitter boomer. Hopefully. Listen, Charles, the only three assets you're allowed to mention if you're a CFP are stocks, bonds, and cash. Yet, if you look at the performance of assets since, let's say, when the Great Recession started in 2007, best performing asset is gold. Now, if you look at the performance
millennials hate gold.
Millennials hate gold.
They hate gold.
If you look, and I'm just talking statistics. I'm not a gold bug.
Yeah, look at this.
I'm just talking statistics. If you look at any of my books, you won't see gold mentioned pre-2000,
right.
But since 2000, best performing asset is gold.
Right.
If these guys woke up, these millennials woke up and just punched out a chart in a Bloomberg machine, they would see gold should be part of your retirement.
They have a bias against gold.
They have a
bias against it.
Also, to Charlie's point, though, you think about all the popular acronyms, right? YOLO, you only live once, right? FOMO, you fear of missing out. They have to live in a moment. They must live in a moment. Forget about investing. Save the money. Don't even put it in the market because you may want to go to a concert next week.
Yeah, you cannot live in the moment in this stock market or any stock market. I mean, we've been, as bitter boomers, through emotionally wide trading ranges. All of the bitter boomers have been on that white-knuckled ride with the markets. We know to check under the hood of our portfolios and knock out the losers.
And you know what? I heard there are no TV sets at Burning Man to watch to get the market.
Actually, that's what they start the fire with.
They go to Burning Man. No, by the way, they don't shower at Burning Man. They don't watch TV. It's disgusting.
Look, I mean, this is really important.
Wait. What is a new bitter boomer? And actually, you're a millennial in disguise. Well, what do you have to say?
You're not a bitter boomer. What are you? I mean,
you're here actually as a representative for millennials. So,
what?
You're like their ambassador.
No.
They said that you're going to be the ambassador of the millennials today.
Do that nonsense. Sorry. I hate to disappoint. I'm a boomer, and I'm bitter, just a little bit, only because they're laying on your couch, they're sucking up your food and your money, and what do you get for that? Nothing.
But you were so much on the money before when you were saying.
Not now, of course.
No, now too. When you were saying, these things happen. Don't try and time it. And you know who's on your side? It's not the millennials. It's Warren Buffett. He's 85 years old.
He's not a boomer.
Yeah, he's not a boomer. Well, he's before the boomers.
Yeah, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? I mean, they don't even have a category for what he is.
Do you think Buffett's looking to sell his stocks? He's looking to buy stocks.
How much hair is in Warren Buffett's ears?
He's got an afro. He's a pick. What, are you kidding me? But so help us out. The millennials that are watching and they're little say, come on, you guys are reading it. We're right. My son is at the bottom of it. He's 18. He's right out there. And
he doesn't watch him. You can still change
I'm trying, but let me just tell you how hard it is. Okay, he's working for me right now. He's doing a pretty good job. He's going to go to London in a couple of weeks. Every morning I say, Charlie, you got to change the wee-wee pads for the dogs. I go out there today, and he didn't change the wee-wee pads. And he's having a hard time because he's like, I'm waking up early, I'm using the bathroom and brushing my teeth at the same time. I never had to go through this before.
Well,
so they have it tough. This is his form of boot camp. No, I'm saying the millennials think they have it tough, though.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I just like hearing you use the term wee-wee pad, so... And if we're the bitter boomer and
tough guy, this big, tough, bruising guy saying wee wee.
Stephen wanted to know if I had a couple. I think we're going to have to leave it there.
Let me tell you something. No, I just want to say one thing about Burning Man. I've done some research on this. Millennials love Burning Man, and the people I've talked to about Burning Man, they don't watch any business. They don't talk about the markets.
But I tell you what, though,
they don't care
the people who invented Burning Man, have you ever crunched the numbers?
The here and now.
They're making like $40, $50 million an event. It's crazy. They do. All right, guys. Next.